The tea went cold on the table, but your words were still awake. I came home with my jacket on and stood there by the sink. I used to think I knew the damage. I could name every scar. I kept a list of all the silence, like it proved who we are. But tonight you told me softly what you carried on your own, how you learned to hide the hurting so I wouldn't feel alone. And I hated how it changed me when I saw you not a stone, just a person getting older, trying not to break at home. I never heard your side of the story, I only heard the pain in mine. I thought you left me in the silence, but you were crying out of sight. I never heard your side of the story, now it keeps me up tonight. Maybe love was trying to reach me from the other side.
Your side of the story, your side of the story.
There was a cup beside the window, and the city breathing low. I could hear your tired voice again in every passing car below. You said I didn't know the right words, I said I didn't know you tried. And something in the room got softer, like the truth had opened wide. We were both inside the weather, both afraid to call it rain, both pretending we were stronger than the shape of our own pain. I never heard your side of the story, I only heard the pain in mine. I thought you left me in the silence, but you were crying out of sight. I never heard your side of the story, now it keeps me up tonight. Maybe love was trying to reach me from the other side.
Your side of the story,
your
side of the story.
I am not asking for perfect, I am not asking for clean. I just wanna hold the pieces of the years I couldn't see. If I was young and full of anger, you were tired and full of fear, maybe we were both just waiting for a night like this to hear. I finally heard your side of the story, not as an excuse, but a light, a small truth sitting at the table in the middle of our lives. I finally heard your side of the story, and it hurts, but it feels right. Maybe love was always reaching from the other side.
Side of the story, your side of the story.
I am listening tonight. The tea went cold on the table, but I didn't throw it away. Some things need a little mourning, some hearts need another day. We walked where the evening wind on quiet streets and no street lights, no big words, no movie scene, just your coat sleeve brushing mine. There were dry leaves under our shoes, a corner store closing down. You kept your hands inside your pockets, I kept my eyes on the ground. For years I thought I knew the story, the silence, the distance, the pain. But your voice came slow and careful, like sunlight after rain.
And I heard the reasons hiding
under everything we said,
all the knots we kept on tying,
loosening thread by thread. We are untangling us, one word at a time. A little truth in the cold air, a little peace in the sky. We are untangling us, no need to rush. Maybe love was still there, just covered in dust. So walk with me slowly
till the hurt gives up.
We are untangling us. You told me you were tired too, of being strong in every room. I never knew your quiet kitchen held so many lonely moons. I said I was angry but I missed you. You said you were scared to call. Then the road felt softer somehow, like it had heard it all.
And the years did not disappear, but they started changing shape. When you looked at me with tired eyes, and I finally saw your face.
We are untangling us, one word at a time. A little truth in the cold air, a little peace in the sky. We are untangling us, no need to rush. Maybe love was still there, just covered in dust. So walk with me slowly till the hurt gives up. We are untangling us. I don't need the perfect answer, I don't need the past erased. I just wanna understand you in this ordinary place.
By the crosswalk, by the street light,
with the wind against our hands,
something small became a doorway,
something quiet learned to stand.
we are untangling us,
one word at a time.
a little truth in the cold air,
A little peace in the sky. We are untangling us, no need to rush. Maybe love was still there,
just waiting for us.
so walk with me slowly.
When the evening comes,
We are untangling us. We are untangling us. The light changed, but we stayed there.
two shadows on the road,
Not fixed, not finished, but no longer walking alone.
the hallway light was still on, our shoes were by the door. Nothing really ended, but it wasn't like before.
Yeah, I came back home with your voice in my cold like the cold air carried every word you spoke. I used to build a wall from the things I felt, put the blame on the shelf, never asked for help. You said you were young when the world got loud, had to swallow your tears just to make me proud. And I stood there quiet with my keys in my hand, trying to meet you where I didn't understand. There was tea gone cold in a paper cup, a small kitchen clock that wouldn't give up. I thought love had to be clear and strong, but maybe love was tight and still held on. We don't have to fix it all tonight, we don't have to make the past disappear. Maybe we just needed time to get soft enough to hear.
We got soft enough to hear all the words behind the pain.
Soft enough to stand here without running from the rain.
I can see you clearer now through the years we couldn't name.
We got soft enough to hear,
and something started to change.
soft enough to hear.
Soft enough to hear.
Yeah, you didn't ask me to forget what hurt, you just showed me the weight under every word. And I didn't say sorry just to make it clean, I said it cause I saw what I hadn't seen. By the window the city was breathing slow, your message on my phone, but I didn't scroll. I just sat with the silence you left in me. Not an empty kind, more like room to breathe. I was a child with a storm in my chest, you were a mother who never got rest. Two different hearts in the same small home, both feeling lonely but never alone.
We don't have to win this anymore, we don't have to prove who disappeared.
Maybe love came back to us when we got soft enough to hear.
We got soft enough to hear all the words behind the pain.
Soft enough to stand here without
Running from the rain, I can see you clearer now through the years we couldn't name.
We got soft enough to hear,
And something started to change.
soft enough to hear.
Soft enough to hear.
I keep thinking about your hands, holding more than I could see. All the years you hid your fear just to make a life for me. I keep thinking about my voice, how it sometimes sounded cold. Maybe anger was a language for a child who felt alone.
So I won't rush the morning, I won't force the sky to clear.
I'll just walk beside you slower.
Soft enough to hear. We got soft enough to hear all the words behind the pain.
Soft enough to stay close.
Even when the hurt remains, I can see you clearer now.
Not perfect but sincere.
We got soft enough to love.
We got soft enough to hear.
Soft enough to hear.
Soft enough to hear.
We got soft enough to hear.
And something started to change.
The hallway light was still on.
Our shoes were by the door,
We didn't solve the whole past,
but we listened a little more. I had a folded receipt in my pocket from the store we passed last night. I don't know why I kept it, maybe proof that we tried. Morning came through the curtains, laundry moving in the air. I stared at a message window with my thumb just waiting there. I wrote I'm sorry then deleted like the words were not enough. I wanted something clean and perfect, but healing never talks like that. Maybe I don't need a line that makes the whole past right. Maybe Maybe I just need to stay when the old fear wants to hide. There's no perfect apology, no magic words to make it leave. Just a shaking voice, a little honesty, and the courage not to flee. There's no perfect apology, but I'm here still trying to speak. If love can start with something small, let it start with me. No perfect apology, no perfect apology.
Yeah, I remember how you looked down when you said you didn't know how to be the kind of mother that could carry every stone. And I was busy being wounded, counting every missing part. I forgot that you were human with a tired beating heart. So I won't dress it up too much, I won't make it sound brand new. I was hurt and I hurt you back, both of those things are true. There's no perfect apology, no magic words to make it leave. Just a shaking voice, a little honesty, and the courage not to flee. There's no perfect apology, but I'm here still trying to speak. If love can start with something small, let it start with me. Perfect apology. I don't wanna win the story, I don't wanna hold the blame like a trophy in my hands, like it proves I felt the pain. I don't wanna call it healing just because we spoke one time, but I felt the knot get looser when your truth stood next to mine. There's a message still unfinished, there's a coffee getting cold, there's a part of me still frightened, there's a part that wants to grow. So I send the words that broken, not poetic, not complete. Mom, I'm sorry I was distant, I'm still learning how to meet. There's no perfect apology, no magic words to make it leave. Just a shaking voice, a little honesty, and the courage not to flee. There's no perfect apology, but I'm here still trying to speak. If love can start with something small, let it start with me. No perfect apology, no perfect apology. If love can start with something small, let it start with me. The message turned from gray to blue, the morning stayed the same, but something in my chest moved closer when I finally sent your name. The morning came in slowly through the curtain by the wall. Nothing looked that different, but it didn't hurt as small. There were 2 cups on the table, one half full, one almost dry. I could hear the quiet kitchen breathing softer than last night. Your words were still around me like sunlight on the floor. Not loud enough to answer, but too real to ignore. Maybe healing doesn't enter like a storm or sudden light. Maybe it just moves the shadows half an inch to the side. The morning after we talked, the air felt easier to hold. The house was still the same house, but it didn't feel so cold. The morning after we talked, I wasn't fixed, but I could see a little space between the hurting and the way it used to be. The morning after we talked,
softened quietly.
I didn't call it forgiveness, I didn't call it peace. I just made myself some coffee and let the silence sit with me. There was laundry by the window moving like it knew the breeze. And for once I didn't fight it when your face came back to me. Maybe we are not beginning, maybe we are not brand new. Maybe we are only learning what the old love went through.
The morning after we talked, the air felt easier to hold. The house was still the same house, but it didn't feel so cold. The morning after we talked, I wasn't fixed, but I could see a little space between the hurting and the way it used to be. The morning after we talked, something softened quietly.
I keep replaying every sentence, not to prove who got it right, but to find the little doorway that opened in the night. I used to wake up with the anger like a jacket on my skin. Now it hangs across the chair and I don't have to wear it in. Maybe this is not the ending, maybe this is just a room where your story and my story can finally tell the truth. No perfect scene, no sudden music, no miracle in the sun. Just 2 cups on a table and the feeling we'd begun.
The morning after we talked, the air felt easier to hold. The house was still the same house, but it didn't feel so cold. The morning after we talked, I wasn't fixed, but I could breathe. A little space between the hurting and the person I could be.
The morning after we talked, something softened quietly. The morning after we talked, I came back to me. The cup stayed on the table, the light moved down the floor. We didn't solve forever, but I feared the day less than before. 2 cups on the table, one closer to your side. The steam was almost gone, but we still had time. You pulled the chair out slowly, like the room might change its mind. I watched your hands around the cup and saw the years I didn't find. There was a spoon beside the saucer, a window full of afternoon. No one said the perfect sentence, but the silence didn't bruise. Maybe this is how it starts, not with answers, not with light. Just 2 people sitting down after running all their lives. 2 cups on the table, one for your story, one for mine. We don't have to solve forever, we can take it line by line. 2 cups on the table, nothing fixed but something kind. If we stay a little longer, maybe love will find the time.
2 cups on the table,
Your heart, then mine.
You said,
I should have told you, I said I should have asked. And the room became a doorway to a softer kind of past. I used to hear you quiet like a wall I couldn't climb. Now I hear the tired breathing of a woman who survived. Maybe we were both mistaken, maybe pain can make us blind. Maybe understanding enters when we stop choosing
size. Two cups on the table, one for your story, one for mine. We don't have to solve forever, we can take it line by line. Two cups on the table, nothing fixed but something kind. If we stay a little longer, maybe love will find the time.
Two cups on the table,
Your heart, then mine. I don't know how to return to all the years we lost. I don't know how to name everything the silence cost. But I know you are here, and I know I am too. And maybe that is more than we knew how to do.
two cups on the table, one for your story, one for mine.
We don't have to heal completely, we can start by being kind. Two cups on the table, hold her resting in the light. If we stay a little longer, maybe love will find the time.
Two cups on the table,
Your heart, then mine.
two cups on the table.
We are learning to be fine. The tea went cold between us, but we didn't walk away. Some conversations end by asking us to stay. The umbrella by the doorway was still dripping on the floor. I held my keys inside a small white bowl and didn't reach for war. I used to keep a perfect record of every time I felt unseen, like pain became a courtroom and I knew what it should mean. You said one word too softly, I heard 10 years in between. I was ready with my reasons, you were tired of the scene. Then I saw your shoulders falling, not from anger but from years. And the part of me still fighting, didn't know what to do here. I don't wanna win anymore, not if winning leaves us cold. Not if I am standing right with nobody left to hold. I don't wanna win anymore, I don't need the final word. I would rather understand you than be the only one who's hurt. I don't wanna win anymore, I just want us back for more. Yeah. Your phone was on the table, face down beside the light, like even all the missed calls needed somewhere safe tonight. I said maybe I was lonely, you said I was lonely too, and the sentence sat between us like a door we could walk through. I thought love should come easy, I thought mothers never break, but you were carrying a weather I was too young to name. Now I don't wanna measure every scar and every car. Some apologies arrive late, but they still know what was lost. I don't wanna win anymore, not if winning leaves us cold. Not if I am standing right with nobody left to hold. I don't wanna win anymore, I don't need the final word. I would rather understand you than be the only one who's hurt. I don't wanna win anymore, I just want
thought being right would free me, but it kept me in the room, talking to old versions of a pain I never moved. You are not the whole mistake, I am not the only hurt. We were both trying to survive with different kinds of words. So tonight I put the blame down, not because it wasn't real, but because I want a future where we both are allowed to heal. I don't wanna win anymore, not if winning leaves us cold, not if I am standing right with nobody left to hold. I don't wanna win anymore, I don't need the final word. I would rather sit beside you than be the only one who's hurt. I don't wanna win anymore, I just want us back for more. I don't wanna win anymore, I am opening the door. The umbrella stopped dripping, the hallway light stayed warm. We didn't end the story, we just stopped keeping score.
I saw myself in the elevator mirror, holding bread and tangerines. I almost looked like someone lighter than the boy I used to be. The stairs smelled like morning rain, someone's radio played downstairs. I had your number on the screen, and both my thumbs just waited there. Not because I didn't miss you, not because I didn't care. I was scared the old door opening would bring back the same old air. But something changed inside me after all the words we said. The fear was still beside me, but it didn't lead the way ahead. I'm a little less afraid to call you by your name, a little less afraid to step into the same place. Maybe we are not brand new, maybe healing comes in waves, but when I think about you now, I'm a little less afraid,
A little less afraid.
a little less afraid. I passed the store around the corner where we walked the other day, bought the tea you always liked, then forgot what I should say. There was a red scarf in the window, moving softly in the light, and I thought of all the winters you were cold and still tried. I used to call it distance, now I call it what we knew. Two hearts doing their best with the language they were given to. So I won't wait for perfect timing, I won't wait to feel no pain.
I can carry what still hurts me and come closer anyway.
I'm a little less afraid to call you by your name, a little less afraid to step into the same place. Maybe we are not brand new, maybe healing comes in waves, but when I think about you now, I'm a little less afraid,
A little less afraid.
a little less afraid. I don't need the past to vanish, I don't need the road to clear, I just need a softer heartbeat when I know that you are near. If my voice begins to tremble, if the silence starts to stay, I will breathe and keep on walking. I won't turn my away. I'm a little less afraid to call you by your name, a little less afraid to step into the same place. Maybe love is coming back, not loud but day by day. And when I reach the door this time, I'm a little less afraid.
A little less afraid.
A little less afraid. When I think about you now, I'm a little less afraid. The phone rang in my hand. The street kept moving on. You answered on the third ring, and I didn't feel so far gone. The phone was warm in my hand. The hallway light was low. 3 rings felt like a lifetime. Then I heard you say hello. I stood beside the elevator with a grocery bag at my feet. Tangerines against the paper, rolling softly when I breathed. I had practiced every sentence on the walk back from the store, but the second that you answered, I forgot what words were for. And I almost said nothing, almost let the silence win. But your voice came through the distance like a door letting me in. When you answered, something in me came undone. Not a perfect kind of healing, just a place where it began. When you answered, I could hear the years grow small. For a moment I remembered love was still there after all. When you answered, I was not so far away. When you answered, I found one more thing to say. You said, did you get home safely? Like the past was not a wall, just a mother asking softly if her child was home at all. I laughed because I was nervous. You cried because you knew there were years inside that question. There was love still coming through. On the counter by the window, I set the fruit down one by one, pouring circles in the evening like small pieces of the sun. And we didn't solve the distance, we didn't name every scar, but your voice stayed on the line, and that was more than we had gone. When you answered, something in me came undone. Not a perfect kind of healing, just a place where it began. When you answered, I could hear the years grow small. For a moment I remembered love was still there after all. When you answered, I was not so far away. When you answered, I found one more thing to say. I don't know how many phone calls it takes to mend a life. I don't know how many evenings can teach old hurt to be kind. But I know I heard you breathing, and you waited while I tried to say the smallest honest sentence. I just wanted you tonight. When you answered, something in me came undone. Not a perfect kind of healing, just a place where it began. When you answered, I could hear the years grow small. For a moment I remembered love was still there after all. When you answered, I was not so far away. When you answered, I found one more thing to say. When you answered, I came closer than before. When you answered, I was scared, but I stayed on. The tangerines on the counter caught the last light of the day. You stayed with me in silence, and I didn't run away. My shoes were wet by the doorway, a plastic bag beside my feet. Your voice came through the small phone speaker, soft enough to ruin me. I had just turned off the street light with my shadow on the stairs. There were oranges in the paper bag and rain still in my hair. I thought that I was doing better. I thought I knew how not to feel. Then your voice came through the static and made the quiet real. You didn't ask about the old days. You didn't try to make it right. You only said the smallest sentence, and it stayed with me all night. Did you get home safely?
That was all you said.
But it sounded like a blanket being pulled across my chest.
Did you get home safely?
After all the years between, I could hear you still remembering how to care for me.
Did you get home safely?
And I almost couldn't speak. I set the bag down on the counter. One orange rolled away. The kitchen light was tired and yellow, like it had waited up all day. I said, yeah, I made it back home, but my voice was thin and small. There were things I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't hold them all. You said, eat before it gets too late, like love had learned to hide in ordinary questions that had nowhere left to lie. Maybe mothers say forever in the plainest kind of way. Maybe I was too hurt back then to hear what you could say. Did you get home safely?
That was all you said.
But it sounded like a blanket being pulled across my chest.
Did you get home safely?
After all the years between, I could hear you still remembering how to care for me.
Did you get home safely?
And I almost couldn't speak. I don't need a perfect ending. I don't need the past
past erased. I just need to hear your worry in that quiet, simple phrase. Maybe love was never missing. Maybe love was just disguised as a porch light, as a phone call, as a mother staying up at night. Did you get home safely?
That was all you said.
But it sounded like forgiveness resting gently on my chest.
Did you get home safely?
After all the years between, I could hear you still remembering how to care for me.
Did you get home safely?
I said yes, I'm finally here.
Did you get home safely?
And the room became less clear. The oranges stayed on the counter. The rain dried from the floor. You didn't say I love you, but I heard it in those words. The fridge light opened softly like a moon inside the room. There was rice in a small bowl and your voice came through. You said, eat before it gets too late, like it was nothing at all. Just another little sentence at the end of a phone call. I stood there in the kitchen with my jacket halfway on. The soup was getting colder, but the feeling wasn't gone. I used to miss the meaning in the words you always chose. Now I hear the love you carried in the ordinary tone. Maybe you never had the language for the things you couldn't say, so you put your heart in simple words and sent them on their way. Eat before it gets too late, that's how you said you cared. Not in flowers, not in letters, but in making sure I'm there. Eat before it gets too late, I hear it differently now. All the love I thought was missing was just quiet somehow. Eat before it gets too late, I know you love me now. There were chopsticks by the sink and a towel on the chair. A tiny kitchen radio filling up the air. I warmed the soup you told me would taste better if I tried. And I laughed because I noticed I was crying at the light. You never said it easy, you never made it clear, but you stayed awake in questions year after year. Maybe mothers say I love you through 100 little things. A bowl left on the table, a phone that always rings. Eat before it gets too late, that's how you said you cared. Not in flowers, not in letters, but in making sure I'm there. Eat before it gets too late, I hear it differently now. All the love I thought was missing was just quiet somehow. Eat before it gets too late, I know you love me now. I don't need the perfect sentence, I don't need the past made clean. I just need to understand the love I couldn't see. In the rice that waited for me, in the soup you said too warm, in the way you kept on asking if I made it through the storm. Eat before it gets too late, that's how you said you cared. Not in flowers, not in letters, but in making sure I'm there. Eat before it gets too late, I hear it differently now. All the love I thought was missing was beside me somehow. Eat before it gets too to hear you now. The soup was warm between my hands, the kitchen light stayed low. You didn't say I love you, but somehow I came home.
The rice cookers hang in the kitchen like a tiny morning bell. A folded towel on the chair had a story I could tell. You never wrote me long letters, never knew the perfect line, but you left an umbrella by the door when the clouds were in the sky. There was medicine on the table with my name in your handwriting, a note that said don't skip breakfast. I used to miss the meaning. I was waiting for big words, something easy to explain, but love was moving quietly through our ordinary days. Maybe I was looking up for something bright and loud, while all the love I needed was already in the house.
In small everyday ways,
You were loving me in the towel you folded, in the light you let for me.
small everyday ways,
Now I finally see you were saying I love you in the language of little things.
small everyday ways.
You kept showing up for me. You texted take a jacket when the wind began to turn. I rolled my eyes and read it like a lesson I had learned. But tonight I found a message still sitting on my phone, and it felt less like a warning, more like you're not alone. There were slippers by the doorway, pointed toward the room, like even when we didn't speak, you made a place for me to move.
Maybe mothers hide forever in the things they do each day.
Maybe love is not less real when it comes in simple ways and small everyday ways. You were loving me in the towel you folded, in the light you left for me.
Small everyday ways,
Now I finally see you were saying I love you in the language of little things.
small everyday ways.
You kept showing up for me. I thought love had to be spoken like a song on center stage, but yours was in the quiet, in the bowl you put away, in the soup you kept from burning, in the door you checked at night, in the way you asked no questions but stayed close to the light.
In small everyday ways,
You were loving me
in the towel you folded,
in the light you left for me.
small everyday ways.
Now I finally see you were saying I love you in the language of little things.
Small everyday ways.
You kept showing loving me. The rice cooker light went quiet. The house was soft and still. You didn't say it loudly,